Hello and welcome to Bargain and Subscription Gaming. My name is Rich, playing a little more Citizen Sleeper. We're on cycle 61, and I think we're kind of close to a number of endings. This ship is in dock, so I could probably buy all the scrap up and fix myself. I got one scrap, two scraps. And let's go to, let's see. What do we have left to do? Let's cross the greenway. Havenage has something to say to us. The cordon. So let's see what's happened here. That's right. They left or something. Let's see. You arrive frantic and anxious at the cordon. The drone is nowhere to be seen. You hear it chirping and whirring through the stairway it led you through before that one time leads up to the observation deck. Then you go up the stairs two at a time to make it to the top. Momentarily blinded by the light pouring in through the wide windows. Raised voices echo in your ears as you squint against the light. Peak and Helene come into focus, arguing in front of the viewing window, the angular shapes of the flotilla framing their debate. Stop wasting my time. We need to stop her now. Helene looks harried, tired as she's pleased with Peak. The moment she's caught, it's too late. The hardline counselors will get their excuse to lock the place down. Don't act concerned, Peak shouts back. I won't give her up no matter what you say. They turn to see you standing dazed. Sleeper Helene turns to. Go to Helene. She's going for her, Sleeper. The ship is gone, he glances at Peak nervously. And they, she points to Peak, won't tell me anything. I found them up here watching. This is bad, Sleeper. When they are caught, the Highlanders will not miss the opportunity to consolidate their power. She looks at Peak. This childish crusade will only bring more harm. If that is true, it is only because your own council is a corrupt and decrepit institution, Peak burns with anger. You should deal with your own organization before casting blame on us. Besides, that is what I'm trying to do. I do not have absolute power. I can't change the entire system. But you and your friend would hand it to the worst possible through the stubborn ignorance. I have to support Helene. Helene is right. The impact of this can't be ignored. Otherwise, we risk pushing Havenage towards its worst actors in order to make a single supply run. We must consider the bigger picture. You try to explain this week that it's not about us, about being around. It's about the bigger system that could shift because the action. Peak listens, but it looks exhausted. They turn and look. There's nothing I can do. They look defeated. Maybe you're all right. I don't know anymore. I don't care. I'll never be like you. I never wish to hold power in my hand for any purpose. Perhaps that makes me a coward, but I know that already. I ran from my family and the people that needed me. I stole from them, and I would do it again. I would not look back, and I will not be made to feel guilty for my choices. They face Helene defiantly. Helene looks between the two. So be it. She opens her mouth to speak and then closes it again. She turns to you, Sleeper. You better hope your friends were prepared. Then she leaves. Already flicking through the data sets on her slate as she does. You and Peak exchange. I know you think you're being balanced, Sleeper, but I can't be like you. I follow my heart. They turn back to the window, changing the flotilla for a glance at the Clemson Briar's blue XPR livery against the black of the void. As you search, you realize it doesn't matter now whether you approve of this or not. She's out there risking everything she has. Peak is next to you, heart in their mouth. These are the people you care about. It's too late to stop this now, but it isn't too late for your friends. There she is, peeks out suddenly, and you turn to the window to watch Ash's run unfold. You spot the climbing Briar, a glint of blue and white beside it, the red glare of a tug's lights. The tug crew went with her. Peak smiles. I knew they'd help. They'd keep their word. That'll help. Peak doesn't seem to hear you, but the idea of the crew backing Ash up makes you smile. Maybe this thing will work. You watch as Briar and its tug escort are down toward the edge of the cordon. gated by the red lights of the perimeter system. So far, so good. The Briar will just look like another refugee ship being escorted to the cordon, at least at a glance. Pete grips the rails as Ash reaches the edge of the cordon. That invisible net of sensors splayed between ships and drones. Can she pass through? The response is immediate. The moment the Briar hits the net of sensors, the entire cordon reacts. The sequence of blinking lights cascade out from ship's position. The angry red of the cordon multiplied many times over. Shit, Pete presses a hand against the window. Go, Ash, go. As they're spinning the peak, the Briar goes into a steep dive, plunging through the skin of the cordon to the mess of ships beneath. You move closer to the window without thinking, unable to take your eyes off the rapidly descending ship. Spinning between the hulls of the flotilla, a group of tugs now tracing its path in pursuit. She's going to have to do this fast, Peak looks concerned as the Briar searches for a place to dock. You glance around for pursuing tugs, but for the moment they seem to be elsewhere. Ash pulls the ship in, aiming to a dock with the largest flotilla ships, a vast converted tanker. Half of its protective plates removed. You think about the effort it must have taken to get that thing all the way from the inner systems. You watch the Briar, unable to get away, unable to get any sense of progress from its plastics. They'll be offloading everything now, Peak says, both assuring you and themselves that everything is going to plan. You think of the supplies loaded in the Briar and how long that process of unloading them might take. It wasn't everything Ashley wanted, or perhaps everything that they could needed, but it was the best you could do with the time you had. You think the reaction of refugees of the welcome and thanks they'll give Ash as the bearer of such gifts. You focus on that as you watch Briar. You continue to nervously wait for the finished unloading. It breaks off. Peak points at the Briar as you see a puff of air dust the camp. The accompanies an emergency depressurization. Ash must have ended things early. But why? Then you see them, tugs closing in on the Briar. Havenage must have spotted the ship. You and Peak are up against the window, again, willing the Briar a safe path out of the flotilla. Briar struggles to navigate in the crowded flotilla, and the tug seems to be closing in on her. Both you and Peak are silent. Every bit of energy you have being sent to Esh in the pilot seat of the Briar. She cuts through the crowded flotilla, then suddenly disappears. Did the ship hit something? Was it disabled? Both you and Peak are searching the black for a sign. Where has she gone? Where are you, Ash? Peak is frantic now, leaning against the window, but the Briar is nowhere to be seen. You both search flotilla for a streak of blue, but see nothing. Time passes. Peak paces the observation deck, then hope fades. Stay silent. They caught her. Peak manages to get in. She delivered the supplies, but they caught her. They slammed against the glass. We can get her back. That was stupid, Sleeper. Peak looks back at you. A stupid plan. We had a ship in our freedom. Now, what do we have? Peak slams a hand against the glass and first making a jump. Don't be trapped again. I won't. They turn and rush out of the observation deck before you can say anything, leaving you alone with the cold and the light. Drive failed. We failed. The cordon. Left a message with one of the drones to meet her here when she's done cleaning up that mess. It's 2 cycles. Alright. The Briar base camp. The wastes. The aviary. Are my mushrooms grown? They are. Fungus. Right. No, not a 1. We got one of the club things. We got 2 of the club things. So now we can go over to labs, turn those 2 club things into another stabilizer. We have 2 stabilizers. And we have 1 dime, and we roll the 1. It can't get any worse, and it's still a 1. Alright, go across the ferry here. Let's go up here and see where Bliss is at, the Senator car, real quick. I think we have 3 more cycles before that's ready. 2 more cycles. So those things are going to come due at the same time. Hopefully this isn't another timed one. And descend. Let's go to the bar. And we're going to cook a mastaki mushroom. That gave us energy. Oh, that gives you 3 energy. Nice. So I should, in the future, not just use it for 1. You know, we've the 1 left. We're just going to use that at all sorts of stuff. We have quite the collection of that. And now we're going to head back to our unit and input scrap component. And input scrap component. It should give us more dice tomorrow, I'm thinking, now that we are up over. I don't know if it'll work that way. We're going to input money for our stray. And we're going to end our cycle. Look at all those terrible dice, though. Oof. Nothing hops out, so I think we're good for the day. Anyway, thank you all for watching. You guys want to see more Citizen Sleeper? Let me know in the comments. If there's any other games on Game Pass or PS Premium, games are free to play, games are on sale, and you're interested in, you can write that down there as well. I'll try to get them as soon as possible. And we'll see you guys all next time.